Hey you guys, I'm not gonna go full hour today. I just did a live Zoom class. We wrote out stories today. So basically everything that's happening to you in that day or anything terrible that you remember, we wrote out into stories, into fictional stories. And then we read them out loud and we shared it, and it was absolutely wonderful. So if you want to come next Saturday. We're going to have, it's like a free class every Saturday, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. And that's kind of like your window into what we do in circles at Emberville at my community. So, oh, hi, Samira. Oh, hey. It's so funny. It's quiet, and then all of a sudden, all of you are joining at once. I was just telling everybody that I just finished a free class that usually I do those classes at my community, Emberville, but we just did our Saturday class the first time on Zoom together. Hello, Samira. Am I saying your name correctly, Samira? Where are you from? Tell me where you're from and what your name is. So we all wrote our traumas or traumatic experiences or something that bothered us a lot into fictional stories, and then we read them out loud. So I'm going to be live only for half an hour because I'm exhausted from that session. We did a live Zoom. I'm going to do it every week. If you want to participate, send me your email, your name and your email, either in a direct message. Oh, Ethiopia, right on. I love your hair. That looks terrific, even though the picture is really small. We were at 7 people today. I think I'm going to cap it at 10. We'll see. Maybe we'll do more. Maybe we'll do a bigger class. So if you're interested, again, send me a direct message here or on my Instagram. Send me your name and your email and I'll add you. Basically what it is we're meeting on Zoom, which we did today for the first time. And it's an hour. Maybe I'll stretch it to an hour and a half because we actually went over and we all wrote stories about the shit that happened to us, fictional stories, and then we read them out loud. And it was absolutely profound. I don't know if any of you who've just been with me on Zoom will join here and tell everybody. So let me know. Aside from that, I made you the video that you asked for yesterday, which is how to be comfortable in your own skin. And I want to expand on it because, the video itself is really, really short. So what I meant by it is you have to find that child within you before the abuse, or you have to find that child in the moments between the abuse where there wasn't as much abuse yet, so you're not carrying too much baggage, and that child was happy. Like you have to find that child who was, careless and free and happy, and you have to ask that child, hey, what is it that makes you happy? What is it that you would love to do? What is it that's just makes you forget time? So if you can do that kind of work, like for me, I'll give you an example. So I was married twice, and both times I picked the man who would be very similar to my father. So obviously, hey, passing by, Alash, what's your name and where are you passing by from? I mean, we're happy to have you even for a few minutes. So like when I was a kid, when I was really, really happy, I would start jumping up and down. Anybody here can raise your hand, did the same? I would just like literally jump up and down, and I would be yelled at like, stop it, and, you're dramatic, or shut up, or... So basically I became really scared of doing it. And, so here's the funny part. What happened is later when I was married, when I was an adult again, and I had my own kids, I still wanted to jump up and down. Like when I got really happy, I would want to jump. And one of my exes, basically, he always frowned upon it. Just kind of like my father did, like, don't, like you're embarrassing me. Like, I'm a grown woman, right? And I would literally stand up, okay, like this. And I'd be like, oh, like, do this. Like I get so excited about something that I'm really happy. And I would always feel whenever he would tell me like, or he wouldn't even have to tell anything. He'd just look at me like, you're doing it again. Like, stop. And I felt crushed, you know, because it wasn't me. I mean, he was my husband and I was an adult, but it was the little girl inside of me that felt crushed because she remembered how my parents did that. We all do that. Right, exactly. Energy has no age. But I stopped. And so it wasn't until I met my boyfriend, with whom I've now been for 10 years, until I did it the first time, I forgot. I kind of forgot myself and I started jumping up and down. I cannot even remember what it was. And he was looking at me like, you know, and he's like, wow, that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And I did a double take. I'm like, you don't think that's crazy? Or you're not telling me that I'm wrong? He's like, no, I love it. And I kid you not, I was just like, oh my God, you know, like part of my child was healed back then when he said that. And I realized I had to allow myself to do that. So most recently, because we are still friends with my ex, you know, we have a son together and we get together. I can't remember. We got together for something. And I got really happy about something. Again, I cannot even remember now what. And the way I do it right now, when we stood outside and I held on to my boyfriend's shoulder and I started jumping up and down. And I remember my ex's face. He looked like, wow, she's doing her crazy thing again. And I did not care. You know, it was like, it didn't touch me anymore, his reaction. So this is what I made the video to you about this morning, how to be comfortable in your own skin. It's not your own skin that you have to be comfortable in. You gotta think not about yourself, okay? You gotta think about the kid in you. Hi, Tansis5. Tell us who you are. What's your name and where are you coming from? Like, country and city. But you gotta find that child in you and find that child when that child was carefree and happy. And that is what you gotta repeat now. And I'm giving you I always like hacks, give myself exercise, that's tangible, not just some theory. 10 minutes. So schedule 10 minutes every day. And you just, oh, hi from Brunei. Wow. Hey, hi, Jordan Grimm. Tell us what your name is and where you're from. City, country. So you got to allow yourself for 10 minutes to be that kid. Okay? That shit is powerful. I kid you not. So you go ahead and you do that. If your kid likes to splash in puddles, guess what I got? I have 3 pairs of rain boots. It's ridiculous. Who has 3 pairs of rain boots? I have bright neon pink. I can show you. I have blue, really bright blue, and black. And I wanted to buy another one recently, but I'm not really making much money right now. So I was like, okay, gotta wait. Can't buy another pair of rain boots. You know why? Because I really love splashing in the puddles. When I was little, I would splash into them. And also because I'm from Moscow, from Russia. When the puddles just when it gets really cold in the fall and you kind of get the first layer of ice and you just go crack through it. So hold on, let me scroll up. Thank you for you. You're very welcome, Razan 4. I'm Lena. Hi, Lena. Oh, Tanya from Mexico. Welcome, Tanya. You're from US. What city? Where are you from? What's your name? Saudi. Hi. Hey, Razan. So that's what I was talking about. So if you have any questions for that video, or just jump in with comments, but I got your wish since, when I'm going live, I used to jump when I'm happy. Yeah, used to. Interesting, right? So can you speak some Russian for us? Sure. First of all, why? And second of all, what do you want me to say? Я могу говорить по-русски, но вы же ничего тогда не поймете, что я буду вам говорить. Правильно? How are you? I'm good. I can talk to you in Russian, but you won't understand? Anybody else here knows Russian? Or I can talk in the bad Russian accent. How is that? Do you want guys to talk me in bad Russian accent? I can. The bad Russian accent. I've lost my train of thought now. Anyway, so I'm not gonna go live later tonight like I usually do twice, but Saturday, Sunday, so tomorrow I'll go live once again. And you guys asked me to make a video on self-sabotage tomorrow. Is that still cool? You wanna say in Malay language, It means what's your name? Siapa nama kamu? Did I say that right? I love listening to other languages and don't understand. That's awesome. That is really cool. Oh, hi, Mirella. Or, shit, what was your name? I've forgotten. Lady Thug Deluxe. What's your name, Lady Thug Deluxe? I love Tarkovsky movie. Wow, you know Tarkovsky? Gee, I'm a fan. Holy shit, not many people know Tarkovsky. I love his movies. Обожаю, отлично, спасибо, что сказал. Кто ты есть или как тебя зовут, скажи мне. Fragile 95. Haha, that sounds fun. Yeah. Oh, Lena. Hi, Lena. Okay, right, because it says Catherine Jewelry, so I wasn't sure if it was Catherine or Lena. I think you already told me you're Lena, and I totally spaced out. So, does it sound good, you guys, for tomorrow? The video on self-sabotage? Because I find that most of us abuse survivors, we just continuously self-sabotage ourselves. Like, something good comes our way, and we just run away from it, or we do everything possible to destroy it. Anybody raise your hand? Yeah? Me right here? Yes. Yes. You just cannot allow yourself to have it. Hi from Nicaragua. Holy shit. Right on. Sammy? Is that your name, Sammy? Yes, indeed. I knew it. Yeah. Like Mirala's like multiple hands, right? You can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, if that resonates, I'll make it, because I've done this to myself, okay? I self-sabotaged myself multiple times. Most of the times it was also, it's your name. Well, very welcome. You're very, blah. I've lost all my English. You guys, I've just been talking because we just did, I did a free Zoom class for you TikTokers here for an hour and a half. I'm going to do it weekly now on Saturday. The classes that I lead at my community, Emberville, I lead classes on how to write out your shit into a story, pretty much how to heal through writing. So we just did a class today. And so I've been talking a lot. So my voice is it's cracking up a little bit. I want to pick you up and hug you. Haha, me too. I want to pick you up and hug you too. Guess what? I'll crack your ribs probably. Oh my God, I love seeing you. I love seeing you. Danix Ray. Is that blue hair? I fucking love it. Whatever that is, it looks gorgeous. It's just so teeny. I can't quite see the picture. So if any of you want to come to the free class, we're going to keep it small. We were at 7 people today. I'm probably going to cap it at 10, but I'm going to run it every week and we'll see. Maybe we can do 20. Just, we'll see how the dynamic goes. I know there's going to be more people. If you want to join, it's every Saturday, 3:30 to 4:30 Pacific time, because some of you were an hour late today. You screwed up the time. So on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, send me a message in there, send me your name and your email and tell me you're over 18. I mean, we had one 17-year-old today, but he's like turning 18 next month so that, we can talk about like serious shit in there. And yeah. Where can you find the link? The link to my community is in the bio. It's called emberville.com. But if you want to participate in the class, that's a really good question. I haven't posted the link yet because it's kind of like to try out the free class. And I just did it today for the first time. So just message me and say you're interested. You can take some honey with lemon. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, thank you. Are you a lesbian? Why do you ask? Can you share your IG? Yeah, my Instagram is the same, you guys. It's Ksenia Anske is the same. How was it? The class was fucking amazing. There were 7 of us, and people wrote 7 stories, and they were stunning. Like, and you know what? When you do write a story like that in class, and then we read them out loud, that's like a whole year of therapy in there in 2 hours. Seriously. Well, maybe not a year, I'm exaggerating, but it's really, really healing. So, oh yeah, I think we got a troll right here. Whoever you are, that sexy Mima. Block. All right. That sexy Mima is gone, you guys. I've had that happen before. We've had, I think it was somebody telling me that I was too thin and I need to put some meat on my bones. We had that. Those of you who were in the previous lives. And I actually did know that I can block the person right there. So that person is gone. So this is why I'm building a safe community. Amberville is because it's 100% troll free. Like there are no trolls. We're a completely gated community. You can't get in for free, which stops most people in their tracks, you know, because as soon as you give out financial information, it's really hard to fake your gender, your name, your age, your whatever. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, no more trolls in here. I mean, I was actually not tech savvy enough last time on TikTok that it took me a while. I was just like yelling at the screen, like, get away. What did I say? I yelled like, fucking get out of my life, I said. And the person's like, no, ha, ha, I'm staying. It wasn't until somebody told me, hey, you can block them, that I put, you know, I found it on the screen how to do it. So anyway, there's always sad people like that. I mean, usually trolls are the people, when they come and they troll you, it's their cry for help. I know it's hard to internalize that, but it's the people who are the most hurt, the ones that hurt others. People who hurt others usually are the ones who are the most hurt people. So all of your abusers, people who hurt you, they hurt you because they've been hurt, but they don't know how to deal with it. And so they turned it outward and they turned aggressive because that's all they know, which is a really good philosophical question. Why do some of us who are abused become abusers? And why do some of us who are abused can never touch another person because we're so acutely aware of pain that we turn completely opposite? I don't know. Like, is it genetic? Are there some environmental issues, predisposition to violence? I don't know. It's always going to be a mystery. But, you know, it happens for generations. That's what abuse does, is especially in families. It's normalized and it just keeps going on and on and on and on. But we got off topic. I totally lost my train of thought because of that person. Oh, hey, we got a new question. Hi, did you ever feel weird heart sensation with anxiety? Yes. Oh, thank you for asking. So my heart would hurt. It would actually squeeze and it would hurt. And I thought that I was sick. And I went to the doctor. But I have to tell you, I was 22 or 23 at the time. So that has not happened to me for over 20 years. I'm 45 now. But yes, I had that and nothing. My heart is healthy. So it was pure anxiety. I don't even know if it was the heart, but it did feel like the heart, right? It felt where the lungs are, you know, it felt with the heart. And I thought I was going to be sick, or I thought I had a heart attack. And no. So yeah, happened to me. I hope that answers your question. Back to the topic though, self-sabotage, right? So tell me what would be helpful for you. Or tell me your stories. How did you self-sabotage yourself? Tansis says, or Tansis, sorry. I forgot your name already. I know you told it to me. My parents are not narcissists and my sister too, but I become the opposite. Yeah, quite often, like with my kids, for example, I probably went a little overboard. Like I try to spoil them, I think, because I really badly didn't want them to have the life that I had, you know, so you kind of do the opposite. So yeah, if anybody else's mom is a narcissist too, can you please talk to each other and support each other and say, hey, you're not alone, I feel you. Can you do that, please? It's a decision. Well, you know, yes, of course, everything is a decision and you do have responsibility as an adult. And if you've been abused, it's adults who made a decision to abuse you. However, it is so deeply rooted in emotion, then when the person is in this emotional space, they sometimes cannot control the rage because it goes back to their own childhood. So usually people who abuse you, they've been abused. And when they're in that moment of rage, they go back to being a kid. They're irrational. You know how when kids fight, they can kill each other? Like there's this pure hatred only kids can feel. That's where those people go back to. How can you tell you suffer from childhood trauma? Is there like a checklist of memories? Well, your body knows. So if you really want to ask your body will tell you because your body never lies. There's actually really, oh, Tanya, that's right. Okay, I'll try to remember because it's Tan and then sis, so Tanya. Actually, it was my mother's name, Tatiana, Tanya. So that would be easy for me to remember. It's not a checklist of memories per se, you know, it's just that you will feel, and right now you asking me, that tells me that probably something did happen because there's always this doubt that you start thinking like something is wrong with my body, something is going on, I'm not sure what is, but I'm really feeling icky, or somebody looks at you the wrong way and you jump, or somebody touches you and you jump. Trust your body. Thanks, Tanya. Trust it, because your body knows. Like, the body can't lie. Your brain can fuck up all kinds of stuff. People can tell you all kinds of fucked up stuff. You can believe all kinds of lies people tell you, but the body doesn't lie. So if somebody touches you and you jump, you did not imagine that, okay? Your body did it because it experienced it before. And you jump because it was danger before. So there you go. Your body just told you the truth, okay? What does the HU mean? Hey, so let's see. My brain is a little tired, but we were kind of talking about self-sabotage. What the fuck? What kind of a question is that? I've always wanted to journal, never have until today. I just started watching your videos. Yeah, if you want to come to the class, Mirella, I'm doing this writing class where I teach how to write your pain into a story. We did that on Zoom today for the first time, and it was amazing. I married a narcissist, but how come I can't show how angry I am of the pain I just shut down? Because it's safer to shut down. I did that too. I would shut it down because I knew that if I started showing anger or emotion, I was beaten, I was punished. And so it was not safe to show it. So I completely would turn to stone. So it's normal. I mean, it's not normal, but it's normal. Does it make sense? Susan, hi Susan from New Hampshire. I would love to join the class. One of the parents is narcissist too. So if you want to, send me a direct message here. Better yet, for some reason, somehow here, sometimes I don't get direct messages, or maybe I'm not used to the platform yet. Better go on Instagram and send me a direct message in there with your name. Tell me that you're over 18 and your email, and I'll add you. Have you forgiven? Yeah, if you would love to join Lib's Heart, go ahead. Just those of you joining, you have to promise me that you will keep everything confidential that we're talking about in Zoom, and we're going to share stories and read them out loud. If it gets too big of the group, we probably won't read it loud, like all of us, because, if it's 20 people, it's going to take forever. But this is to give you a sample of a class. It's like a free class of the classes that I teach, all of us teach in my community called Emberville. So later on, if you want to join, you can also lead a class. We call them circles. You would lead a circle. Have you forgiven your parents? Do you have any contact with them? I have occasional contact with my mom. I have no contact with my dad. I've forgiven them, but you know what? Sometimes I feel angry and I feel like I haven't forgiven them. So I don't have like 100% question on it. Some days I feel hate, and I'm okay with that. I don't have to forgive. And some days I feel pity. There's a video of me that tells you about me holding both of my parents, like imagining they're babies, mom and dad, and I bawled my eyes out. So sometimes I have moments like this. Most of the time, it doesn't bother me anymore, and I don't think about it, if it makes any sense. So that's probably as closest to forgiveness as I can get. My mom is a narcissist, mentally abuses me, but she's the only family I have, and that's hard to let go. I feel you. So just so you know, you're not alone. Niramak, and everybody can please tell Niramak you're not alone. That's it. I don't have... all of my family is gone pretty much. I don't have much contact with any of them. And it was really hard. So my family, I created it. It's my kids and my boyfriend, my boyfriend's kids. So my heart goes out to you for sharing it. But please, can we please all support Niramak? Can you please tell Niramak, hey, you're not alone. I've experienced that shit too. If I ask my parents if they know how bad they hurt me, they keep beginning about... can you tell me more? That kind of cut off that sentence. What do you think is the best way to get revenge from my narc dad, psychotic mom? Yeah. And should you cut off narcissistic family? Absolutely. You need to leave, okay? You need to cut negative people out of your life any way you can. Hold on. How to deal? Revenge. The best revenge is you living a happy life despite them trying to fuck it up, okay? Being happy and healthy. Frankly, they don't deserve 1 minute of your life. Not even you thinking about them. So here is my revenge. You want to see? This is my revenge. My books. All the shit that happened to me, I've written it all into my books. And people are buying them and I'm making money. And this is what I'm showing to my abusers, right? all of that pain, all that shit they did to me, I turn it into stories, and it's helping other people. So this is my revenge. So that's what I would recommend to you as well, is to write your story, because the world needs to know about all the shit that's happening to us. We've been too silent for too long. Let me scroll back. You're not alone. Yeah, thank you everybody for saying you're not alone. They keep beginning about how bad their childhood was, and yeah, I know that trap. It's like, oh, you think you have it bad? Mine was worse. Bullshit. Okay, this whole like comparing of my shit was worse than yours is so much bullshit, because it's not validating your feelings. It's basically brushing you off and saying that whatever you're feeling is invalid. That is awful. So cut all conversations about it. Like, again, if you're still living with them, there isn't much you can do. But like I said, we just had a class today on Zoom, and one of the people who was there still lives, that person lives with their parents, and they were able to write a story. We actually had to wait for them because the parents were in the room and they were afraid to read the story because the parents might hear. So I read the story, and it was amazing for that person. They felt relief right there. So you can do it too. Is it Ellen? Yeah, I think it's Ellen. So hopefully that answers your question. Whew, I've been talking a lot. You're going to do the same. Yeah. How did you know you were financially stable enough to leave home? I wasn't. I ran away from home when I was 17. I was broke, and then I got pregnant. And so I had nowhere to turn. A teen pregnant, kid. I was a teen mother. So I was not financially stable at all. I just ran. But I did save a little bit of money. I went babysitting. So when I was 16, I made up my mind to run away. And for about a year, I worked and I saved some money, but it quickly ran out. As you can imagine, when you're 16, you're not a really good financial planner. So I only had enough money for 1 month. How do you deal? Your ocean eyes are peaceful to us. Thank you. I used to hate my eyes because they're my father's eyes, really big and blue. So recently I'm beginning to love them. So you telling me this is helping me love them. Thank you. Oh, Tanya, otherwise you live in the streets. Yeah, how do you deal with starting over in different place, different country? I need to start over. Where is your child now? I have 2 kids. They're here in US. Really happy. My daughter's 26. She's a graphic designer. Amazing. She actually, she did my book covers. This is her design. She did all of my book covers. Well, except this one. This one was done by my friend in Russia. And my son is still with me. He's 17, is gonna be 18 this summer. And yeah, I'm gonna be an empty nester. My kids are grown. The process is scary. Yes, it is scary. Let me scroll back up. Whoa, whoa, what? Danny, tell me. Oh, hi from Brazil. Right on. I always wanted to go. I've been to Portugal, but not to Brazil. I absolutely love your language. It is beautiful. Be a homeless. It's too heavy. Yes. Very happy for your family. Thank you. Well, I was lucky enough because my ex-husband's family took me in because I had to live somewhere. So I lived alone in this apartment, ran out of money. I had nowhere to turn. Then I got pregnant, and then, they had to take me in. Basically, we had to get married to officially give birth to a child. Thank you. I've lost my train of thought. Well, my ex, right? He was a kid too. We're both 18. I bet you're a good parent. Well, my kids tell me that I'm a great mom, and I'm so happy because I tried really, really hard to break the cycle. Stop the cycle of abuse that goes on in families for generations. So, I know some of you are here like, hey, will you be my TikTok mom? I'll totally be your TikTok mom. I mean, if I qualify for mom. I guess I do because I got some gray hair now going on. But yeah, I was a really young mom. I mean, really young. I had my daughter when I was 18. So I was like a kid myself. Okay. Whew. Anyway, back to the topic of self-sabotage. Does that sound, like a good one for tomorrow's video? We can talk about it as well. What helps me stay positive? How do you deal with anxiety and ignoring trauma and mistakes? I hope one day, yeah, you are, okay, you already are. Ellen, you already are. You just haven't discovered that yet. Like, it's in you, that child. Okay, I want, first of all, please everybody send love to Ellen, okay? Because you already are perfect. You already are enough. And the second thing, I want you guys to all kind of put this on for a second. That child in you has already survived the worst. You're an adult now, so that kid, it was really strong and really brave. If you just think of it this way, you would realize that right now, anything that comes your way is a piece of cake, okay? Whatever you suffered through was awful because you were a kid, you were helpless, and it was big adults who did it to you. So kudos to you. You're already really strong, okay? Just think of it for a second. You're an adult now. You're not a kid anymore, and you kicked ass because you survived. You're not dead, are you? You're here. That's huge. So think of it this way. So you are enough. You are already happy. You've just have to discover it within yourself because you shut that child down because you had to survive. So it doesn't mean that right now something is wrong with you. Nothing is. And nothing needs to be fixed. You're perfect as you are. You're simply wearing a shell. It's a protective shell because you learned to do it. So the only work you have to do is to go in and find that kid. Okay? That careless, free, amazing kid who was strong enough to survive an adult's attack. So hopefully that makes you feel better, Ellen. There is what helps me stay positive. There's a bunch of there's so much. Okay, hold on, let me scroll back up. Big hug. Yes. How does money cost? No, the Zoom calls don't cost anything. This is a free trial class just for you to see what kind of a work we do in Eberville. So that's the whole point for you to come and experience it. And then if you want to, you can join my community. So it doesn't cost anything. We survive. Right on. Yeah. I like that. You got this, Ellen. You got this, Ellen. How are you able to not react to the abuse going on at home? It's so hard to not to yell back. Well, how to stay positive in an abusive home? How often do you go live? Like your family's like, wow. There's so many comments. Okay, hold on. Let me answer them all one by one. I go live usually on work days, 9:30 to 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then in the evening, 9 to 10 p.m. Pacific time, when I ask you what you want me to make the next video about. So, but sometimes my schedule is wacky. So, sometimes don't hold me to the schedule. Sometimes it changes. But I do go during work week at least twice live. On the weekends, I only do once. So like this is the only live today. I'll do one tomorrow. I'm not sure when. Maybe before lunchtime, maybe after. If you want to be into more permanent kind of a meeting time, then come to my Zoom classes, the free classes to try. That is every Saturday, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. I just did one today. We did our first one today. So let's see, what else? Oh, how to stay positive. So this is what carried me, guys. Staying positive. When you're surrounded with this shit, the only way I survived is I would dive into stories. Like I would write a story and in it, I would imagine the perfect world that I wanted to live in. But back then when I was a kid, I would write diaries and journals and I would write poetry. And when I was an even smaller kid, I would imagine entire movies in my head as stories. That's how I survived. So this is what I would recommend to you because there's a huge healing power in writing, because guess what? Once you write it down, if it is fiction, you can actually share it with people. So that's the beauty of it. Whoa, you guys, my energy is falling because I actually haven't eaten anything yet. I was waiting to, I finished the class and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go eat. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do live because I promised you. So I'm gonna round it up. What time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna round it up. Again, if you want to join my community, if you want to check it out, you're not ready to join, then come to the Zoom class every Saturday. So on Instagram, tell me you're over 18, send me your name and your email, and I'll add you. Thank you, go have dinner. Are we all, before I leave, are we all good for self-sabotage? Unless you all want something else? You want the video on self-sabotage tomorrow? Oh, thank you, Mindy. I hope this is your name, Mindy. Yeah, I love you very much. So self-sabotage? Yeah? Do I get votes? I mean, that... Okay, self-sabotage. Okay, that's what you guys asked for yesterday, but there's new people here today, so I want to make sure that it still resonates. How do we join where? You mean Zoom? If you want to join my Zoom class, it's every Saturday, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And if you want to join, just write me a message on Instagram, send me your name and your email, and that you're over 18. Are you really close to 18? Okay, so because I have to keep it age appropriate because we're sharing some serious stuff in there. And then I'll add you on. Just promise to behave and promise to actually seriously come and do serious work, okay? To come and write shit, because it is serious work, and keep it confidential because people are going to be sharing stuff. If you want to join my community, that is, we got membership. So hi, Clava. Just tell me you're from TikTok and I'll give you a discount to try the first month. Does that answer your question? Okay, so I'm going to make a video on self-sabotage tomorrow. And if you have any more stuff to share, send me a message on Instagram. So far, it's easier for me to check it than here. Here, sometimes I get a lot. Provecho. I'm not sure what that means, but I love you all. So please do this one thing for yourself today. Sit down for 10 minutes and talk to your inner kid and say, hey, what makes you happy? Like, what could I do for 10 minutes right now? And for me, that's usually jumping up and down. Like, I just love jumping or jumping in puddles. So do that, okay? I love you guys. I love you. I hope to see you in my community or see you at Zoom, okay? Hopefully you'll have a wonderful night. Go talk to your child. Go ask. Promise me. 10 minutes, okay? All right. I love you. Spokojnej noci. All right. You bye.